Good Doug, welcome back to CFC TV. This is my reaction to Jose Mourinho being fined and getting a one-match suspended ban. So, Jose Mourinho picked up a £50,000 ban and a suspended one-match ban, as I just said, which means that if he does something similar, so criticizing the referees again, he will immediately get this one-match ban. He has to serve it. But up until now, he will be on the touchline against Aston Villa. So it's like if someone like commits a crime and he has to go on he gets sentenced to a year of probation or something, and if he fucks up in that time, then he has to go to prison. But up until then, he's basically free. So that's what happened to Mourinho. But what I want to talk about is the fine itself, because think about it, £50,000. I know Jose Mourinho does earn a lot of money, but £50,000 for calling a referee afraid to give a decision to Chelsea. I mean, what world do we live in? £50,000. No matter how much you earn, £50,000 is still a lot of money. I mean, you could buy basically any car with £50,000, except maybe, I don't know, a Ferrari or something. Obviously, they're cars that cost more, but like, you still very good cars like Mercedes or BMWs you can get for that amount of money. Like, he's just giving the FA a car or something. I mean, what is that about? That it can't be like that. I mean, what do they need their money for? Not like the FA are low in budget, are they? So I really have a problem with that, because first of all, Arsene Wenger, I don't know when, I think it was against us, he called it the referee naive and weak. So what is the difference between calling a referee weak and naive to afraid? No difference. It's the same thing. So Arsene Wenger basically committed the same crime, but didn't get fined, didn't get charged, didn't get a one-match suspended ban. Nothing happened to him. So if the FA are gonna charge and fine managers like this, like with this high amount of fees and with these harsh measures, they have to do it on everyone. Not even joking. I would completely understand if Jose Mourinho turned around tomorrow and be like, "No, I'm not having that anymore. I'm not paying those people 50,000 K for saying my opinion, like expressing my opinion. That's not how it works. And just resigning from Chelsea." I would understand that. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's just out of proportion. It's just out of proportion. Like, I know Jose's probably it's his own fault because of how he usually talks about the FA and the referees. So that's probably why he does get fined quicker than others. But still, like, if he would sue the FA and go in front of the court of law, they wouldn't get through with this. Because it's like if someone steals a car, I don't know, let's say worth £30,000, and then another guy steals a different car, but with the same value, the one gets fined and charged and has to go to prison or whatever, and the other one doesn't. It doesn't work like that. Like, it just doesn't work like that. So, well, I'm not a specialist in this, obviously, but if Jose would sue the FA, wouldn't he obviously have to win that? I mean, it's not right, is it? It just isn't. Like, Wenger did the same thing, this exact same thing, and nothing happened to him. Tony Pulis came out and was like, well, that's just out of proportion. Like, nobody knows where the money is going. Nobody has a clue. He apparently, when he was fined, obviously a lower fee, but still, asked where the money exactly is going, and nobody could tell him. He just didn't get an answer. I mean, sometimes things are just not right, you know? I mean, sometimes you just have to take a step back, calm down, and just look at things. Like, what is the FA doing? It's the oldest football association in the world, I think at least. And then they're treating people like that. They're treating the best manager that is in this country at the moment. And he is back in 2004. Do you remember how much attention he brought to the English football again? I mean, yeah, United won it in 1999, but well, then there was nobody really cared about English football. Yeah, there was Man United, but that was it. Liverpool didn't do great. Well, Arsenal just won the Invincibles. All right then, but it wasn't like a huge deal. But when Mourinho came, everyone looked at England because I am the special one. You know, I am a special one, which actually is what he said. But still, they looked at it. They go. England got like just another gain of viewers and more interest and all of that stuff. So the FA like took an advantage of Jose Mourinho joining Chelsea, and then obviously this story was huge when he joined us again, and still they treat him like that. I mean, they would never ever treat Sir Alex Ferguson like that. Never would that happen. I don't know if that's because he's a sir or whatever. I don't understand, but it can't go on like this. And he said he's going to appeal the decision. We all know he's not going to get through with that appeal, but at least he has to try. But I really I'm out of words to really properly say what I'm thinking about this because they're just cunts, aren't they? They're just cunts. Excuse the language, but that's just what I think about it. I'm gonna sort of slightly touch on it as a preview for the Aston Villa game tomorrow. Jose said that Ruben Loftus-Cheek will start. Ivanovic is out injured. I'm not sure if he's implied that or said that. I'm not really sure. But I heard a lot of people say that Zuma might start as right back. Which is obviously kind of weird. Really weird. Because, I mean, we have Barbara Ramon. He played for Augsburg. He was the best left back in the Bundesliga last season. Yes, the Bundesliga and Augsburg is in Chelsea in the Premier League. But we paid 21 million for him. 21 million. And we're just not going to use him or what? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Put Azpilicueta on the right. Play Barbara Ramon as left back. Give him a chance. Now he has time to prove himself in those 3 weeks or at least 3 weeks that Ivanovic is out. Give him time and let him prove himself. Because there's no point in letting him sit on the bench and then Ivanovic is back and Ivanovic will play again and then he's not going to get a game again. There's no point in it. Just let him try. Let him try to see what he can do. He has only played a Champions League game and the Capital One Cup game against Warsaw. I mean, obviously Jose is the manager and he sees them every day in training. And if he says he's not ready for Premier League football, then he must know best. But I don't really see Zuma being ready to be a right back. I know he's fast, and if he's going to be a right back that stays back mainly, which actually is what we want from Ivanovic, then he's going to do a job. He's going to do a job. But what is the point in playing Zuma in every position that we have an injury in? Like last season when Matic was injured or was suspended, and Zuma played in holding midfield. Now, when Ivanovic is injured, he's going to play right back. I mean, I know Zuma played a lot of centre back this season, which is good because he needs it for his development. But I'm not too sure about that. I would prefer playing Babarama, but to be honest, I expect Zuma to start. And finally and thankfully, Diego Costa is back. And as he said in an interview, he came back to pre-season not fully fit, a little bit overweight. Obviously, not overweight in the sense of a normal human being, but overweight in the sense of a footballer. He said with his ban and with not being called up for the international team, he had time to train and he had time to work on his fitness and work on the things that he lacked so far this season, and that he thinks he's going to be back stronger, which is very important. So I really hope we can get on the clean sheet. Obviously, I hope we can get a win. I'm not sure if we can. I'm not saying we can't. I'm not saying we won't. I just don't know if we can. It's been so weird. I can see us pulling something out the bag. Excuse me, smash them like we did. Was it when Benitez was here? Like in December back then when we smashed them 8-0 at home when Torres got the first goal. I think it was under Benitez. If we pull something like that out the bag, I can see that happening. But I can also see happening that the same game, like against Southampton or like against Crystal Palace happens. That we maybe get one goal and we fuck up defensively again, and then nobody really wants to play anymore. The fans leave after 70 minutes. You know, everyone needs to take a look at themselves and properly show up tomorrow. The players, each and every player on the bench, every player on the starting lineup, Jose, Steve Holland, and Rui Faria. All of them. But most importantly, well, maybe not most importantly, but also importantly, the fans. We need to get fucking behind them. At the beginning of the game, or before the game even starts, sing Stand Up for a Special One, just to show him some appreciation. And when the game starts, when the game fucking starts, we get behind the team. I know I'm not there, so I obviously can say whatever I want, but just get behind the fucking team, support them, chant for them, don't stop. Like once in our life, just don't stop singing for 90 minutes. Your voice can be gone, just sing without a voice. I don't care. Just try your hardest for 90 minutes. Like the players on the pitch are supposed to try the hardest. Even when they're out of breath, even when their legs hurt, everything hurts, they still have to try and run and score and do whatever they're supposed to do. And that's what the fans are supposed to do. They're not supposed to sit there and watch the game. They're not supposed to do that. They're supposed to support the team. And they'll be like, ugh, when someone misplaces a pass. That's not what you want. Just get behind the team. Whatever happens, get behind the team. It doesn't help if the fans are not supporting the team. The players can feel that, especially when they're down. When they're on a like up, it doesn't matter if someone like boos Costa or he doesn't give a fuck if like some of our own fans are not happy with his behaviour. He doesn't give a fuck. But if the team is on a low, and then nobody gets chanted for, and it's just like a church, like complete silent, that doesn't help anyone. So get behind the team. Let's try to get this win. Let's try to get the season started, and let's hope Ruben Loftus-Cheek can pull out a performance. I have a feeling that Cesc will start as number 10. Because Oscar just came back from like international duty with Brazil late because obviously he was in South America. Or it's going to be Cesc next to Loftus-Cheek. And because Willian is in such good form, he has to play no matter when he came back, he will play. And Pedro will play on the right wing. I'm not too sure both could happen. I can see both happening, as I said. But yeah, that was it for me. Let's hope we can get a win tomorrow. And see you guys next time. I'm going to obviously make a review tomorrow. Keep the blue flag flying high, lads.